Good morning, students. Today I have explained subject Computer Studies, Standard 10th, chapter number 14, Loop Control Structures. Introduction. In a C program, there may be situation where we may want to execute same block of statement many times. All programming language offers loop control structures, also known as a looping, allowing programmers to execute a statement or group of statement multiple times. In this chapter, we will discuss the loop repetitive control structure provided by the C programming language. Here, control structure mean that the flow of executions may not be sequential and control may be transferred to any statement based on given condition in our program. In looping, the sequence of structures are executed until some exit condition is satisfied. The looping construct is composed of two parts. First, body of loop, and second, control statement. Depending on the place of control statement in loop, it can be classified as entry controlled and exit control loop. In entry control loop, the exit control loop conditions is checked before execution of statement inside loop body. In exit control loop, the exit control conditions is checked after execution of loop body. This means that is, in case of exit control loop, body will be executed at least once before exiting from the loop. Further discussions related to the same is given during explanation of different type of loop. Now let us discuss syntax and general rules related to following three basic loop control structures provided by C language. First is a for loop, second is a while loop, and third is a do while loop. So first loop, for loop, that is a syntax of for loop. For brackets, small brackets, expression 1 semicolon, expression 2 semicolon, expression 3, end of the small brackets, starting curly bracket, statement block, semicolon, and end of the curly brackets. So that is a syntax of for loop. So for loop, the for loop is normally used when we want to execute block of statements fixed number of times. To make for loop more dynamic, we can use the exit condition inside for loop. Let us try to understand the use of simple for loop statement by example. This example display 5 star using simple for loop statement. So that is a program to illustrate simple for loop statement. Hash sign includes stdio.h, int main, starting curly brackets, int count. That means a declaration of a variable. And then for loop, for count equals to 0, count less than 5, and count plus plus. That means for loop body repeats 5 times. First part is a starting, second part is a ending, and third part is a increment or decrement. So that is a increment. So 0 to less than 5, that means 4. 0 to 4, that means 5. So output is also 5 star. So printf star and return 0 semicolon, end of the curly brackets. Save your file and then compile. GCC filename.c and then output command /a.out, and this is the output 5 times star. So that is a simple, using a simple for loop. So that is a flowchart of for loop. Step number 1, evaluate expression 1. The expression 1 will be evaluated only once when the for loop starts. Step number 2, evaluate expression 2. If its value is false, then terminate the loop. Step number 3, if expression 2 is evaluated to true, then execute the statement in the body of loop. Step 4, evaluate expression 3. Step 5, go to step 2. Note, following important points related for loop. Expression 1 works for initializing value of counter variable that is used to control the number of times a loop is to be executed. This variable is known as a control variable. Expression 2 works as test condition. A control variable is used to checking loop terminating criteria. Expression 3 works for incrementing or decrementing value of control variable. So that is a simple for loop. Next is a nested for loop. Nested for loop means using one for loop within another for loop. Let us try to understand this concept using example. This example prints the following pattern for given number of lines. For example, if number of lines are 4, then display output as follow. First line number 1, second line 1 and 2, third line 1 2 3, and fourth line 1 2 3 4. So that is a using a nested for loop. So that is a use of a nested for loop. Example, headline include stereo.h, int main, starting curly brackets, int I and j, comma lines. That is a declaration of variable. Printf, enter number of lines. That is a message to user. So users enter the value. So scanf %d and %lines. That means store a value in lines variable. And starting a for loop, I equals to 1, I less than equals to lines, and I plus plus. So that is a outer loop, repeat number of line times. Starting curly bracket, for loop, j equals to 1, j less than equals to I, j plus plus. That means inner loop for printing number from 1 to value of I. So starting curly bracket, printf %d comma j. That means print value of j. End of the curly brackets inner. Printf backslash n. That means move cursor to next line. And end of the curly brackets main for loop. And return 0 semicolon. And then end of the int main. So save your file and then compile gcc filename.c and then successfully compile. So output command /a.out and then enter. So users enter number of lines 4. That means to display 4 lines and 4 columns. First line 1, second line 1 and 2, third line 1 2 3, fourth line 1 2 3 4. So that is a nested for loop program. Next topic is a use of comma operator in for loop. In for loop, we can initialize more than one parameters using comma operator. Similarly, we may use comma operator to increment or decrement various variable in a for loop. Let us try to understand the use of comma operator using example. So code listing of the example 40.3 while figure 40.6 so is the output. So that is a program for use a comma operator in a for loop. Hash sign include std.h int main starting curly bracket int I comma j comma number, that is a declaration of variables. Printf enter number of lines in a table, so that is a message to the user. Scanf %d and %number stores value in number variable. For I equals to 0, j equals to 10, I less than number, I plus plus and j minus minus. Starting curly bracket printf %d plus %d equals to %d xsn I j and then I plus j, end of the curly bracket return 0, end of the main. So save your file and compile file gcc file.c and then output command ./a.out and then enter number of lines in a table. So that is a printf the additions table for comma operators. So first I and second j. So 0 plus 10 equals to 10, 1 plus 9 equals to 10. So I increment and j decrement. So 0 1 2 3 4 and 10 9 8 7 and 6. So 1 plus 9 10, 2 plus 8 10, 3 plus 7 10 and 4 plus 6 10. So that is a use of comma operator in a for loop to print the addition table. Next condition, while loop. First is a for loop, second is a while loop. So use of a while loop, when number of iterations cannot be determined and when loop terminating condition is to be tested before entering the loop, at that time use of while loop is more suitable. For example, find the sum of all numbers entered until users entered 0. Second, display menu options and take proper actions until user select exit options. So that is a while loop syntax. While brackets takes exception, starting curly bracket statement block, that means a body of while loop and end of the curly bracket. So that is a flowchart of while loop. And this is a program to illustrate the use of a while loop. Hash includes std.h int main int number comma sum equals to 0, that means declaration of variables. Printf enter 0 to exit from program \n. Printf enter your number message to the user. Scanf %d and %number stores value in number variable. So scanf %d and %number sum equals to number, while number not equals to 0, starting curly brackets printf enter your number, so that is a message to user. Scanf %d and %number So that is a store value in a number variable. Sum equals to sum plus number, end of the curly brackets, while printf the sum of entered numbers percentage d %n and then sum, return 0, end of the main. So save your file and then compile. So compile command is a gcc file name and .c. So compile successfully. So that is a output command. Use of a output command ./a.out and then enter. So enter 0 to exit from program. So enter your number first 5. Enter your number 10. So 5 plus 10, that means output the sum of entered number is a 15. So third times enter your number is 0. So users enter 0, that means exit from program. So that is use of while loop. Next is a do while loop. That means we have seen that in while loop the text expression is checked before executing body of loop. There are certain cases where we may want to execute body of loop before test expressions. The do and while loop should be used when the test expressions is to be checked after executing body of loop, as we are checking test condition at the end of loop. The do and while loop is kind of exit control loop. Note that in do while loop, body of loop will be executed at least once. So that is the syntax of do while loop. Do, starting curly brackets, statement block, end of the curly brackets, and then while, and then brackets, test expressions. So that is a do while loop syntax. And that is a flowchart of do while loop. Next example of a do while loop. Has sign includes string.h, int main, starting curly brackets, int number, and sum equals to 0. That is a declaration of variables. Printf enter 0 to exit from program, backslash and do, starting curly brackets. Printf enter your number, message to user, scanf %d and %number. Store value in number variable, sum equals to sum plus number, end of the curly brackets, while number not equals to 0. So printf the sum of enter number %d backslash and then sum. So return 0. Do and while loop. While, that means to use a loop for do while loop, number not equals to 0. So that is a continuous program. So save your file and then compile file gcc file name.c and then output command ./a.out and then enter 0 to exit from program. Enter your number first 3, enter your number 4, and third time enter your number 0. That means exit from program. So the sum of entered number 3 plus 4, that means output is a 7. So that is a use of do while loop. Next is a nested loop. Nesting of different types of loop is possible by using one loop control structure within another, irrespective of the type of loop control structure used. For example, in for loop, while or do while loop can be used. For example, display all prime numbers between 1 and 100. Loop for numbers can be returned using for loop. Within this loop, while loop can be used to determine whether number is prime or not. Selecting a loop. So far in this chapter, we have discussed three looping construct for while and do while of C programming language. To select the more appropriate loop for our program, we may use the following steps. For a given problem, identify whether entry control or exit control loop is required. For entry control loop, we may use for or while loop construct. Use of for loop is advisable for counter based exit conditions. For exit control loop, we have choice of do while construct. Also, while using any loops in our program, following three important points are to be considered carefully to avoid miscellaneous behavior of a loop. First, initialization of loop counter. Second, to test exit condition to come out from the loop. Third, incrementing or decrementing loop counter. So that is a important points. Next is a skipping a part of loop during execution of a program. Sometimes we may want to skip some of the statement or iterations of the loop. This is possible in C language by using following statements. First is a break statement and second is a continue statement. So first the break statement. Sometimes during execution of any loop, we may want to terminate loop instantly without even execution of other statement of loop. This is possible using the break statement. The break statement in C programming language has following usage. When the break statement is encountered inside the loop is immediately terminated and program control executes the next statement following the loop. Second, the break statement can also be used to terminate a cache in switch statements. So that is a first program a break statement. Use of a break statement. Has sign include stated as int main starting curly bracket int number equals to 1 while number less than 10 starting curly bracket printf value of number is %d backslash n and then number equals to number plus 1 if number greater than 5 then break. So that is a statement will terminate the loop and of the curly brackets and of the while and return 0 and of the main curly brackets over. So right side that is a output 1 to less than 10 that means 9 number. So display 1 to 9 number. But the use of a break statements if number greater than 5 that means break. So output is a number 1 2 3 4 and 5. So greater than 5. So number 6 to 10 not display because the break statement using the program if number greater than 5, so that is a break. So that is a output of a program. Next statement, the continuous statement. The continuous statement works to some extent like the break statement instead of forcing termination of loop. However, continue statement forces the next iterations of the loop to take place, skipping any code in between. For example, in for loop, continuous statement causes the conditions test and increment portions of the loop to execute. For the while and do while loops, continue statement causes the program control passes to the continuous test. So that is a use of continue statements. Has sign includes stated as int main int number equals to 1, printf value of number is %d backslash n and then number. So that is a variable of number. While number less than 6, then starting curly brackets number equals to number plus 1. If number equal to 3, that means starting curly brackets continue, that means statements keep the current iterations of the loop and of the curly brackets. Printf value of number is %d backslash n and then number, end of the curly brackets while and return 0 and end of the curly brackets main. Save your file and then compile and then run. So that is a output. Value of number 1, value of 2, number 4, 5 and 6 less than 6. That means starting number is 1 and ending number is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That is a 5 figures. But if number equal to 3, that means continue. Continue, that means 3 number is keep. And then after the continuous statement, that means a number 4 is available, number 5 is available, and number 6 is available. So total number is a 5. So number less than 6, that means total number is 5. But the use of a continuous statements, that means if number equal to 3, that means third number is kept. So that is a use of continue statement. And then last infinite loop. The use of a infinite loop. In C program, for loop all 3 permissions are optional. When the conditional expression is absent inside for loop, it is assumed to be true. We may have initializations expressions and increment expressions inside for loop, but C programs run forever. When we use for starting curly brackets, semicolon, semicolon and ending brackets, that is a construct. Not that you may use Ctrl plus C key to terminate your infinite loop. So that is a use of a program infinite loop. Has sign includes stated as int main starting curly brackets for loop space semicolon space semicolon and then over. That means not enter the first starting value, not enter the ending value, not enter the increment or decrement. Starting curly bracket printf, this for loop will run forever. Backslash n and then semicolon, end of the curly bracket, return 0, end of the main. Save your file and then compile. So the output is a continue because the infinite loop. Any loop in a program becomes infinite loop if is true forever and program control never comes output of it. the loop of becomes infinite due to non-availability to exit conditions in the logic of loop. So to terminate the program, so combination of key control plus C. So that is a terminate your infinite loop. This chapter is over. Thank you.